everyone, Dr. David Kulla here with Synergy Wellness. Today I'm going to put together a new ergonomic chair. I found this chair for a great price. It's got a lot of moving features on the chair. This is really a good ergonomic chair by Branch Furniture. Okay, so Branch Furniture makes this great ergonomic chair. I'm going to show you how to put it together, and then we'll show you the final product. Now I'm not going to unbox it for you guys. You guys know how to unbox a chair. Don't need to do that. But let's start with step one. You're going to take this bottom piece, and obviously it's not going to have the wheels in it. I put a few wheels in, and you basically just come right over here, stick the chrome hole right in, and just pop it right in. And that's it. And you do that on all 6 legs. Okay. And that's another nice feature, having wheels. A lot of ergonomic chairs do not include wheels. These wheels, however, do not lock. So I would say that might be one downside, that they don't lock in place. But otherwise, nice feature. Here, you're going to take step one also after you put the wheels on. You're going to take this cylinder, you're going to take the thick end of the cylinder, not this end, but this end, and you're going to put it right there in the center. All right, let's go on to step 2. Okay, step 2 in the Branch ergonomic chair setup. First of all, I want to say that you're going to get this in the mail with the package, and you just scan that UPC code and you'll get the directions. It comes with a couple of bolts and an Allen key, so you won't need anything else to assemble this. It comes with everything. Now, in step 2, we're going to assemble the housing unit that goes underneath the chair to the backrest. Now, you're going to want to thread the spring washers, which are listed here, okay, so you don't confuse them. And then after that, you're going to put a flat washer, okay? You're going to do that for all 3 of the back bolt screws. So what we're going to do here is use this as a tabletop. Now, one thing that's a little confusing is they say to put both of these upside down. So obviously this piece is upside down, right? But this piece kind of looks like it's right side up. So what you want is this piece right here is going to go into the cylinder. So technically this is right side up, like this, right? And it looks like it's upside down, like this should be the bottom, but it's not. So it says to put it upside down. So you're actually going to put what looks like the bottom with the spring and everything facing down, because this is actually the side right here. See the hole right in here? That's where the post goes into. This is the side that actually goes down. So we're going to put the down side facing up. Does that make sense? Okay, so again, this is the bottom side. There's a dial on it. There's a hole right in the center. You're going to put that facing up, the springs facing down. And then we're going to come over here and you'll see 3 holes right here, okay, with threading. And we're going to go ahead and just place that right in here and apply the 3 screws. And I would just do them gently. I wouldn't tighten them right away. Just wait to get all 3 of them in before you tighten them completely. And you should use a tabletop. You can also use the box that it comes with as a tabletop, because otherwise you're just going to have a hard time doing this on the floor. It's too difficult. We're going to make sure we lift it off the floor a little bit. Now we're going to tighten all of them. What I really like about this chair is not only do the armrests move up and down, and I believe in and out. So if somebody, working at your office is heavier than another person or wider than another person, everybody's built differently. So you really want a chair that's adjustable to fit multiple people, especially if that chair is gonna, seat more than one person of different sizes. The other really nice thing, obviously it's got wheels, I said that, but it, you know, and the chair goes up and down. That goes with any ergonomic chair. If the chair doesn't go up and down, you got problems. It's not an ergonomic chair. If the armrests don't move up and down or in and out or both, then it's not an ergonomic chair, okay? So, but then the last part would be like the tilt, right? Excuse me, not the last part, but the tilt. So the back tilting back or the chair tilting forward or back. Again, very important in an ergonomic chair. But then the last part that is often missing from most chairs is the bottom cushion, the cushion that you sit down on, right? So when you sit down on an ergonomic chair, you want about 2 fingers in between the back of your knee and the front of that bottom cushion that you're sitting on. Again, 2 fingers in between the front of the bottom cushion you're sitting on and the back of your knee, okay? So what's nice about this chair is for a very reasonable price, I think I found it for $329 on branchfurniture.com, the bottom cushion moves forward and backwards. So that's huge as far as height. So if you have one person sitting in the chair that's 6 foot versus another person that's 5'2", that's something you're gonna wanna change. And that's an important feature in an ergonomic chair. And I'll tell you right now, most ergonomic chairs are missing this part. Even the fancy Herman Miller chair the Aeron chair, I believe, does not have that cushion that moves forward and backward. Now, maybe on some of their newer models they do. I have an older Aeron, and it does not move forward and backward. Luckily, it comes in 3 sizes, and this, I believe, only just comes in 1 size, but it has many more moving or adjusting features to it that the Aeron doesn't have, and it's a lot cheaper. You could probably get an Aeron used for about, I don't know, $500, give or take. Again, this is brand new for $329. Now, I will say this. The housing that I'm attaching this to, there was a little piece that was broken when they sent it to me last week. And I called them, and right away, they sent me a new one. So, you know, they were really good about that. They were really responsive. They responded that day, and they sent it over right away. And I have the old housing over there. I'm just gonna throw it out. So, you know, I hope the durability of this chair is better than what I may feel right now. I'll probably do a video in a year or so and just let you guys know. I mean, we're gonna get a lot of use out of this chair. So, you know, durability is certainly important. It looks like it's made well, except for that one piece under the housing that, again, broke. Otherwise, it's made pretty sturdy. It looks pretty sturdy. So I don't think we'll have any durability issues. I hope not. And if I do, I will add to this video, you know, any issues that I come across in the next few months, if any. Okay, I'm just gonna tighten everything up, and then we are done with step 2, putting the housing or the back of the chair, attaching it to the housing. And again, you're gonna have the back bolt, then a spring washer, and then lastly, a flat washer. Make sure you use both washers. That's what it says in the directions. Follow the directions. And this is what it looks like. Here's the screws. You can't really see them. The black screws right here. Okay? And then it will go into the chair like this. So, step 2 is done. Now step 3. Step 3. You're going to place this cylinder hole here right into the cylinder. And that's step 3. All right, now we're on to step 4. So step 4, you're gonna take the bottom of the seat cushion, you're gonna flip it upside down, and make sure you have the right on the right side, the left on the left side as far as the armrests. The armrests are labeled, so you'll see, you're not going to be able to see it here, but it'll be a number and then an R, and then the other one has a, like a long number with an L at the end, right and left, obviously. So you'll see this black piece right here. You're going to slide it with the armrest facing down. You're going to slide this right in. It's going to be a snug fit. There you go. And then we're going to take the armrest bolt with a flat washer and put that in. And then the Allen key that they give you. And the bolts come with a little bit of Loctite on them. So a little blue Loctite on them, that's nice. That way you're not having to tighten these screws every other week. You can easily buy some Loctite if you need some from the hardware store. And I'm gonna tighten this up nice. So like I said, this armrest, the armrests go forward and backward, and they go out side to side. We're gonna just double check. Once this is all put together, make sure everything is working properly. Okay. Now, again, you can adjust this and slide this in or out depending on who's sitting in it and how wide they are. You may have to do that. So again, a nice snug fit right in here. It slides underneath this black piece. Again, the armrest slides underneath it in between the bottom of the back piece and the black metal harness. And I'm gonna put it in the same place as far as screwing it in on both sides. The same amount of space here. Okay, and again, a armrest bolt with a flat washer. Now, I have bought many different ergonomic chairs over my past 22 years. By the way, I'm a certified ergonomics assessment specialist, so I'm the guy to talk to when it comes to ergonomics and ergonomic chairs. I know what I'm talking about here. So I have an advanced certification in ergonomics and ergonomic assessments. So I'm going to show you guys what we do here. So that's it. Okay, the armrests are all set. There's a button underneath this armrest. I'll test that out afterwards. That's step 4. Okay, now the 5th step and final step is to place this cushion here that you just assembled the armrests onto the housing. Now on the right side of the cushion there is a lever here, not this lever here, but this square lever right here. You want to pull that out and then place this chair on here, and you're going to slide it back, and I should hear a click. There we go. You'll kind of hear it click into place there. Okay, just gonna make sure we're good to go here. Then you can push that lever back in on the right side or pull it out to adjust. And I just want to double check, make sure it's locked in. And the other feature on an ergonomic chair you obviously want, and that goes kind of without saying, is a lumbar support. And this one does have a adjustable lumbar support that you can raise up and down. Whether or not you could push it in more, that I don't know. I'm going to tell you in just a second. But that's it. This is the chair all set up. And let's go ahead and test it out. Hello everyone. Okay, so now we have the branch furniture ergonomic chair all put together. So let's go over it. First off, on the left here you have a lever to adjust the tilt. And the tilt feels pretty good. You can go pretty far back. You don't want to go this back, you're going to fall asleep at work. But you can lock it in place and it'll lock back, or you have to push back again to unlock it, and then it comes forward and you can, again, lock it. It's got a couple settings. It doesn't lock in every single inch, but it has a few settings to go back. So that's number one. That works great. And, obviously it goes up and down to the normal height of a desk, or even lower if you have a lower desk. I think most desks are about 32 to 34 inches high off the ground. Then the armrest. So if you want to widen the armrest and move them out like this, you have to go back underneath and just loosen the screw up and do that. The armrests have a button underneath here, and they go up and down, okay? And then they go forward and backward. Now, I will say this about the armrests. You definitely want them to go forward and backward, depending on where you are with the desk. They do not do this. They don't flare in or out, depending on if you have a smaller keyboard or a wider keyboard with a mouse out here. They don't do that. But they do go forward and backwards, up and down, and then they go out laterally or medially. That again has to be adjusted with a screw underneath. I will say this about the armrests. They're not soft. They're not hard either, but they're definitely not like soft and cushiony. So if you're looking for something really soft and cushiony, I suppose you could put something on like a foam aftermarket. But why do you want to do that when you spend $329 on a chair? But for me, putting my arms on here, it's not painful or uncomfortable. It's perfectly comfortable. It's just not soft and cushiony. So if you're looking for a really soft forearm or armrest, this isn't it, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super soft, I would give this a 3, a 2 or a 3. This piece is a little soft, but really not a lot of give. So that's that. Now, the bottom cushion is this lever here on the right. You'll pull that out and you can slide it forward and back. This is huge because this bottom cushion can't be too far forward, can't be too far back. You don't want too much space here in the front or too little space. So my knees, I'm 6'1", and I'm leaning all the way back on the armrest, and I have 2 fingers in between the front of this cushion right here and the back of my knee. And that's exactly what you want. Okay, you don't want the back of your knee right up to the cushion. Okay, so that's important to have that feature. Now I was just able to move it back a little bit. So now I have 3 fingers there. So again, this chair really is good for anybody size, I'd say 5'2" to 6'1", 6'2". Look on their website just to make sure. And I feel like they had a standard and a classic size. I'm not sure again of that, but again, look on their website, branchfurniture.com. But overall, for the price, I really like this. And then let's go over the back, the lumbar support. So you could see that kind of tilts a little bit here, and it goes up and down. I will say it goes right to where my belt is, so that kind of bothers me a little bit. If you wear a belt, I don't know. I also have I have a hyperkyphosis. So I'm a little bit hunched back across the thoracolumbar area. So I really like a lot of lumbar support. So in my Herman Miller Aeron chair, you'll see I did a makeshift lumbar support. The lumbar support that it comes with and the extra one that they sell for Herman Miller is a ripoff. Don't get it. It doesn't work. It's not effective. I came up with a much better way with the cushion, the seat cushion they give you. I added a dense foam over it to give me even more lumbar support. So I got a lot of great lumbar support in my Herman Miller chair. This chair, you can also add a headrest here. I'm not sure, I would assume you just get that through branch. We did not get the headrest. But again, the lumbar support's decent, but it really could use a bit more for me, a guy like me. So what I would probably do is come over here, if this were my chair and I was the only one using it, and I would put a piece of dense foam about an inch thick, or maybe even a little bit more, 1.5 inches, and I would actually glue it right to this lumbar support from one end to the other, and then boom, push that, and that would give me an extra lumbar support. Again, it's a makeshift way. You can go online and find dense foam. Make sure you get dense foam. If you don't want to glue it, then just use a rubber band at first. Make sure it's good, it feels good for you, and then at a later point you could glue it, or you could tape it in with like 3M tape. There's a little cushion right here on this. I'd love to see them give you an added cushion thickness to provide more support. That would be a really nice feature, something you can attach onto this or stick onto this with some 3M double-sided tape. That's my review on this chair. For the price, $329, it's really worth it. It's better than the Herman Miller Aeron chair in the sense that this bottom cushion moves. If they do make Herman Miller Aeron chairs where the bottom cushion moves forward and backward, then you know, maybe they're about even, but this one probably wins out because it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. Herman Miller Aeron new is, I don't even know, above $750. This, again, $329. You can't go wrong, and you can, you know, add on some lumbar support on your own. And all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you got something out of this. If you guys have any questions about ergonomics, anything to do with ergonomics, comment below. I hope you subscribe to our channel. We've got 4 videos coming out every week. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.